Are ACOs obligated to demonstrate year-over-year improvement on the three specified measures: diabetes, HbA1c and poor control, preventive care and screening for depression, and controlling high blood pressure?
There's no overt obligation to improve your score year over year. Basically, if you achieve a winning score, you collect all of your shared savings. But an expectation of improvement is built into the process. Grading is on a sliding scale based on percentile rank of scores. It's competitive. So as your peers all improve the quality of care delivery, that scale changes and distribution of scores change. And as you remember from one of the previous discussions in this session, your performance against the percentage of your patients in hemoglobin A1C, that definition of poor control is never going to change, or it changes slowly. It changes only as the standard setting organizations based on new data change those numbers. And what's considered high blood pressure control similarly, and depression screening is depression screening. Those change slowly with care standards, but that's until those standards change, that's always what we're going to measure in the measurement program. But where you compare to your peers in those measures is really going to depend on everybody's performance year after year. So you're going to have to improve your score as your peers can improve their scores to continue to collect, to continue to hit your quality standard for Medicare's ACO quality measurement. And to therefore, when you hit that standard, you collect all of your earned shared savings. Nothing if you have a poor score, and ameliorate losses if you have a shared loss. You don't share fully in that if you get a great quality score. Thanks, Jason.
So Jason's next question for you, Dr. Mingle: do ACOs receive any incentives or rewards for showcasing improvement on these measures, or are they solely required to report on them?
Another great question with some similarities to what I've already said. You'll get some clues in what I'll say on this one, but I think there's an interesting shift in perspective in the way you've asked this question. There is that small built-in bonus each year for improving quality over the prior year. So yes, as you improve, you get that extra boost in your score. Once you are collecting all of your savings, all of your shared savings, an additional boost of your score won't allow you to collect more. There's still room for it to go up, but no more room for you to get more shared savings. And you're collecting those shared savings depends entirely on the quality of performance, including the bonus. And despite generating shared savings, if there is poor performance, you may collect only part or none of the generated savings. Now, since it is a competitive process, improvement in performance is required to reliably continue to share in shared savings. So there's that built-in requirement to show improvement. And performance is reported annually on Medicare's public care compare site. So your score is, as an ACO, is published on that care compare site. And I urge you to look at it, go to care compare, put in your organization's name, and you can see what numbers were most recently reported for you. So again, it includes a score, so you can see the improvement, but it's not set up to easily show year-to-year improvement. It doesn't flag on that page that this represents an improvement from last year, but anyone who wants to look more deeply into the past or track it over time themselves can see what happens. So it is ultimately visible if you know how to look for it.